Nobody wanted to have anything to do with me. In the language of the old folk at my church at home, I was too mean to live and unfit to die. But one day Jesus came by where I was, bound up my wounds, poured in oil and wine. And I'm in the church this morning because somebody loved me enough to come to where I was. You are in this church this morning because somebody loved you enough to come to where you are. Stop criticizing people for the mistakes they've made. You've made some mistakes in your life. Stop looking down your nose at people who are not as fortunate as you. There was a time when you were a slave to sin, but God has delivered you. And since God has delivered you, your testimony ought to be the same Jesus that washed me from my sin is able to wash you from your sin. The same Jesus who came to my rescue when I was on my way to hell is the same Jesus who's able to make a way right now. That's why I give God so much praise. That's why I thank God with my whole heart. I don't need no preacher to tell me to give God a hand of praise. I don't need no praise director to tell me to shake somebody's hand. When I think about where I used to be and where I am right now, I know it was nobody but Jesus. When I think about how God lifted me, how God provided for me, how God protected me, how God opened a door for me, how God made a way out of no way for me. I don't care who's sitting next to me. I don't care what they put on Facebook. I came here this morning to tell God thank you. I remember when I didn't have a car. I came to tell God thank you. I remember when I didn't have a decent suit to put on. But I go in the closet right now and got to decide what I'm gonna wear on Sunday morning. Is there anybody here got something to be grateful for this morning? Don't let anybody orchestrate your praise. Don't let anybody make you feel bad about your yesterdays. All of us got a past that we've tried to run from. But thank God we got a future that we can run to as well. Because Jesus Christ was born in Bethlehem, reared in Nazareth, baptized in the Jordan. He died one Friday on a cross, but bright early Sunday morning, he got up from the grave with all power in his hand. I need somebody this morning who can look back over your life and see how good God's been to you. Look in your own rearview mirror and tell God thank you for what you brought me from. And not only thank you for what you brought me from, but thank you for what you kept me from.